Welcome to True Tall Tales. My name is Sunny Boy and you're listening to another episode every Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. As you know, we had the famous Grace Rothschild on the show last week. She was meant to be telling me a true tall tale of hers, but my story went for so long that it ended the episode. So now she's back on the show to tell her true tall tale. So welcome again to the show, Gracie.
Thank you so much.
Love having you on the show. Let's go straight into it so you can actually tell your true tall tale, why you've been away for 6 months. And I'm so excited to hear it, and so are the listeners. So take it away.
Okay, well, I just want to preface this by saying, Sunny, as you know, I'm usually a very positive person, usually very upbeat. I don't like to complain about things. So I just want to start off by saying that. And the second thing I wanted to say was I actually thought that this story is really good for your podcast because listeners, I'm sure Sunny has mentioned that he just happens to have the worst luck. Like, he just has bad luck.
But I'm positive about it. Am I not?
No, you're really positive about it. You're not down on life.
No, but I do have bad luck.
Yeah, like getting arrested.
I mean,
questioned by police.
But I'm innocent. That wasn't,
getting arrested by accident, by like mistaken identity.
Yeah, true, mistaken identity.
Things like that. Like it's unbelievable stuff about how unlucky you are.
Oh, I know. It's so sad.
Yeah, you know? But I have something that happened to me that happens to less than 1% of people who travel by airplane.
Oh.
And I want to use your platform to amplify my voice.
Oh, I'm excited. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. This is juicy.
Yeah, well, it's not that juicy, but it kind of is.
Okay.
So, as you know, you just mentioned I've been on a 6-month holiday. Also known as a sabbatical, because I had shingles, for the listeners who also didn't know. And shingles is really bad. So I've used that as my excuse to basically go on a 6-month holiday because you shouldn't be under 30 and have shingles. Anyway, that's just my little context. So I was in Spain and I was living my best life with my bestie Sean. We were in Ibiza.
Hi, Sean.
Fun, putting it up, living our best lives. Gets to the last day on holiday in Ibiza, and we're sitting at breakfast. She opens up her phone and she goes, "Holy shit!" And I said, "What?" A job that she had started about a month before. She goes, "I just got the sack."
Oh no.
We were like, "Oh my God, what?"
What?
She said, "Oh my God, they told me on Friday and we got to Ibiza, say on Thursday." And she didn't open her emails until the Monday. And she was like, "Thank God I didn't open my emails. Could you imagine our whole holiday would have been ruined?" Anyway, this is a little sub story, but in hindsight, it was a good thing that it happened. But it was just like, whoa, this Ibiza trip, like suddenly the high, the parties, it all came crashing down.
Oh no, the come down, yeah.
Reality starts to set in, right?
Yeah. Fuck reality.
Yeah, right. So she goes back to England where she lives. And for all the listeners who will deeply care about the situation, in hindsight, it was a good thing that it happened. Like, it's all worked out in the end, right? Like,
I didn't know you could get sacked by email, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? It's absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
And they started off the email by saying, "Hope you're having a great holiday." Like, what assholes. But anyway, so for the listeners, it's all good. You know, everything happens for a reason and it all works out better in the end from that situation. So, yeah. But my point is, this is when reality starts to sink in. So I go to Barcelona to get on a plane to fly to New York. I'm in Barcelona airport and I get there 3 hours early because I'm like you now and I need to have the time so I'm not stressing. I'm not in like a long customs line when security is taking forever. I'd rather sit down at a gate and have a cup of coffee or a margarita and just relax and be in peace and quiet and just,
Side
not
note,
run through
I'm
an airport.
4 hours international, 3 hours domestic, FYI.
Yeah, I know. I'm not as hardcore as you yet on that one. Like, that's a bit far.
I know. I've got to
So
get, yeah, anyway, go back.
anyway, so in the airport, waiting for this flight to Barcelona, and flying an American Airlines flight, and it gets delayed by an hour, no worries, all good. And then, have you ever experienced the thing that when they delay planes, they just keep pushing it back by half an hour?
Oh yeah, it's awful. That's
It's
every flight I go on. I'm always on the cheap airlines.
Yeah. So they keep pushing back half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour.
Are you playing with your microphone or something? It sounds something like scratchy.
No?
I just like, what's that noise? I think like
What
your hair or
noise?
something's hitting your microphone.
Is that better?
Yeah, stop doing what you're doing.
Okay, it must have been hitting my mouth.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's distracting.
Do you want me to start that sentence again?
Yeah,
Do you
start the
want to cut
sentence
this
again.
out?
No, you don't have to cut it out. I never cut anything out. I go live.
Oh my gosh.
Unfiltered.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Okay. So anyway, keeps getting pushed back. I'm sitting there. It's about 6 hours, 7 hours in the airport now.
What, 7 hours of pushback?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I bet
So
you're furious.
a woman is running through the airport, a worker, and she goes, "Flight is cancelled. Flight is cancelled.
Good
Flight
accent.
is cancelled." And we're like, "Oh, what?" And that was literally our notification of the flight is cancelled. Just her like running and waving her arms, "Flight is cancelled. Flight is cancelled."
Yeah.
So leave, and it's, like this just like horrible walk, and everyone's walking at once and they're all pushing each other because everyone's angry because your flight's just been cancelled. Get the bags, you got to get in a big line to get them to give you a hotel because you got to stay the night, just like the whole debacle of that. But whatever, you move on, you get over it.
Mm.
So come back the next day, get booked on another flight, all good. And when you get to the airport to check in and you get in the lines to drop your bags and, that
Just itchy and annoying,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. And if you're there too early, which I'm sure you have
Oh, all the
experienced,
time. They
Sunny,
don't even let you
no
on.
one's there.
I know.
No one's behind the desks.
Yeah.
So we get there, and it's kind of like you're all in a club now because you're all in the same hotel. You all get on a coach back to the airport. It's like you're bonded by this trauma.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, "Oh, what did you have for dinner last night? How did you spend your evening at the hotel?" And
Wait, is this a hotel they put you in because your flight got cancelled?
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, okay,
So
gotcha.
you're all staying like on the same floor, like
Yeah.
people are neighbors, everyone's down in the bar, like having a party basically. So we get back to the airport. It's 4 hours before the flight. No one's behind the desks. No worries. We think, okay, 3 hours, it'll be fine. Another hour goes by. No one is there. Everyone's like in the line, and you know how they have the sort of the ropes to separate the lines, so there's a queuing system.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's sitting in this line. I'm walking around the air, like walking up and down, doing laps, getting my steps up. It gets to about an hour and a half before the flight,
Mm-hmm.
and then the staff walk in. Everybody starts cheering, like, "Oh my God, they're finally here." And we're supposed to board the plane in literally half an hour. So get into line when all of a sudden we just hear yelling, like we just hear, "Ah!" Sunny, a fight has broken out in the line between passengers
Yeah.
and the employee of the
Why?
airline, because the employee tried to move the line around and then people were pushing in. People were so angry and fired up about this cancelled flight that they started like punching each other, and it was a full-on riot
Oh my God.
in the airport. So I'm standing there and I'm like,
Were you
what
scared?
is going on? No, because like
Oh.
the airport guy was fighting back. Like
What
he,
airline was this? Sounds rough.
American
Oh, rough.
Airlines.
They're the worst.
Oh,
United or
no,
American? Oh, I don't
American,
even know what that is.
American.
I've never flown with them.
No, well, don't because it
I
gets
won't.
worse. So we get into the airport, get on the flight. Flight takes off. The flight lands in New York at 3:30 a.m. Like it's just the worst flight
Oh
ever.
no. Well, how
Yeah, it
long
was
was the flight, by the
terrible.
way?
It was like 8 hours.
Oh shit, it's still kind of long.
Yeah. So that was that. Anyway, I think, okay, let it go, bad luck. If that's my like one hard journey of the trip, it's fine. It's all
Sure.
good,
Like you had a flight delay. That's kind of normal for everyone, right? Who hasn't gone through that?
Yeah, exactly. 24 hours, it's okay.
Yeah.
You get over it.
I mean, you've lost time of your trip, but it's almost if you're away for 2 weeks, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So true. So I'm got to fly back to Spain to get back to Europe. And obviously I've booked a return ticket. So I go back to JFK when I'm going back to Spain. I go through security, have a little burger, have a Shake Shack, have my chocolate milkshake, all good. Flight's delayed. Obviously, another American Airlines flight. Flight's delayed half an hour. Flight's delayed another half an hour. Keeps going. 6 hours later,
You're going through the same thing.
your flight's been cancelled.
Oh, no way.
Sunny, less than 2% of flights that fly in the air are cancelled. Now, what is the chance that both flights of my return flights were both cancelled? So, I mean, the chances it has to be less than 1%. It has to be. Anyway, so cancelled. At this point, it's midnight. I'm in a line to get a hotel for 2.5 hours, and I'm not even halfway through the line to get a hotel because they have 2 staff members to deal with like 400
Oh my
people
God,
or
I bet you're
something.
furious.
I honestly, I
And you
think
love
I
your
was
sleep too.
exhausted. Yeah, I think I was just borderline crying. So ended up getting a hotel and I was like, nah, whatever. I'll just send them an email, get the money back. Go to this hotel, all good. And it's by this time probably about 2:30 in the
Oh
morning.
my God. Is it an airport hotel?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So it's about 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh, good. Can't get the bags. Can't get my suitcase back. They're like, no, it's on the plane. We've just got to leave
Oh
it on the plane
no. All
until
your
tomorrow night.
creams.
All my creams, the eczema,
Oh
everything like
no.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'd hate that.
anyway, I'm like, okay, it's fine. Jump in the shower, put on Law and Order SVU, 3 a.m. I'm like, okay, hopefully I'll get to sleep by 4. And
Did they tell
I
you what time you have to go
hear
back to the airport?
I had to call them at 3:30 a.m. to organize a flight.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
So I'm on the phone at 3:30 a.m. to a lovely woman from American Airlines, and I said to her, which I think is reasonable, sort of like our movie world thing. I said, look, I've had really bad luck. Like both of my flights have been cancelled, and not something where you're cancelled in the morning and then you fly in at night. It's literally staying overnight. It's over 24 hours. And I said, it's just bad luck. And it's just honestly really disappointing. You pay money to do these things and you're not a budget airline, you're a normal full
I mean, they
service.
seem budget to me, but yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
right. And I said, which I was so nervous because I never ask for like anything like this. And I was so nervous. And I said, it'd be really nice to be upgraded to take the edge off. Like it's been really upsetting. And she goes, no, absolutely, totally understand. It's so terrible. You'll have to talk to someone at the airport. And I said, okay, no worries, all good. I understand it's 3:45 a.m. Like, good night.
Yeah, you don't think the other 480 people are asking the same thing, but yeah.
Well, guess what? The other 480 people didn't have their first flight cancelled as well.
True.
Yeah.
Or, but anyway.
Yeah. So I'm about to drift off to sleep and I hear this person on a megaphone being like, stand back, stand back. I look outside. I have videos of it. I look outside. There is a car that is engulfed in flames. The police are like taped off around this car. There's people down there. It's out the front of a casino randomly.
Wait, where
There's
is this
people
in New
down there
York?
filming. Yeah, this is at JFK Airport.
Oh my God.
There's people out there filming and there's police cars everywhere. And I'm like, am I having a fever dream? Is this just so weird what all of this is happening? Like, first the fight in Barcelona and now this car's on fire. Like, what is going on?
America.
Yeah, but yeah, well, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to round this story out now.
No, but I know what you mean. It's like going there, the same thing happened, and then going back, the same thing happened. Like, what timeline are you on? That's wild.
I know. So I go to the airport and I was channeling Dr. Madison. I was like, I just want to speak as clearly as Dr. Madison did that day at Movie
Movie
World.
world.
I want to be as calm as him, like as open as him, as friendly. You know, I'm a very friendly person. Like I don't abuse waiters. I don't abuse receptionists. I was a receptionist. People who abuse receptionists are so bad.
True.
So you and I are both very respectful of customer service people.
Yeah.
So I get in this line and I said, hey, like, I just want to try and hopefully work something out because it's been like a really disappointing experience. And it's just, nothing like, it's really bad to have both flights cancelled.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, you can't talk to me. You have to talk to my supervisor. And I said, okay, so where do I go? And she said, go around there. And she had a lot of attitude. I said, okay, no worries. Thank you. I walk around to get in the line and this woman comes up to me and goes, what are you getting in this line for?
Oh my God.
And I said,
what's with the attitude? Is this an
what?
airline?
Literally,
What
this is an
fuck?
airline.
This is so bad.
It's so bad.
Like as if you've done something wrong. You're the one who's cancelled my fucking flight, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Who
literally.
do you think you are? My God.
And I said, oh, well, this lady over there has sent me to this line to speak to a supervisor about an issue that I'm in at the moment. And she said, well, I'm the supervisor. And I said, oh, good. And I said, oh, what's your name? And I was looking for a name badge. And then she put her hand over her name badge and she said, oh, my name is Ivy, or something random that she'd just made up.
Mm.
And I said, okay, Ivy. And then I said, once again, channeling Dr. Madison, like it's been a really like disappointing experience. And I want to see what we can sort of work out to, it's been horrible. And she goes, like you said before, and she said, well, everyone's in the same boat as you. And I said, well, Ivy, respectfully, no, not everyone's in the same boat as me because not everyone had their first flight cancelled. And right now I'm 2 for 2. So no, that's not really the case. And she said, well, unfortunately, I can't do anything. And I said, oh, sorry, are you the customer service manager? And she goes, yes. And I said, right. And I said, so who do I have to talk to? And she goes, you need to deal with customer relations. And I said,
oh my God.
Yeah. And I started laughing and I said, I'm sorry, what's the difference between customer service and customer relations? And she goes, I can't deal with customer relations. And I said, sorry, I really don't understand what the difference is. And she said, well, I just can't deal with it. Okay. I just can't deal with it. And I said, okay, where do I find customer relations? She goes, they're not in the airport. They don't have a phone. They're not in the airport. You can't see anyone here that's customer relations. And I said to her, okay, so there's nobody in JFK Airport that can help me with this issue today? And she goes, no, there's not one person in this airport. I said, okay, well, can I have the phone number, please? And she gives me a sheet with a phone number. So I go through security, I get in the airport, I call this phone number and I explain my situation. And this woman goes,
Your situation.
my situation. That's a good one.
Yeah.
This woman goes, I'm so sorry. And she said, I'm truly so sorry. Like, I feel sick for you. And she was being genuine.
Yeah.
And she goes, but I can't help you. I'm not customer relations.
Oh my God.
And I said, okay, she's just given me your number. And she goes, I don't know why, I'm bookings. And she goes, customer relations have shut down their phone number. They're not taking calls anymore. You need to go on the website and fill out a form.
Oh my God. What is this, 1997 or something? What is this?
Literally.
I told you they're the worst airline in the world. Gosh.
Worst. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go and sit down. And at this point, I'm at a loss. And do you know what I do, Sonny?
What?
I get a Twitter account. And I unleash on Twitter.
That's so funny. You're like a Karen now, like just back.
I am full Karen. Like, I could not be a bigger Karen in this airport. Like, I'm stomping around the airport. I
could imagine how angry you would be. Just that's what they do. I will leave a review about you.
Literally. So I was on ChatGPT. I was like getting ChatGPT's advice on what to do. I was reading scripts off to people. I was tweeting like crazy. I was like writing in capital letters on Twitter, unacceptable, unacceptable.
Mind you, listeners, I did a podcast episode with Grace years ago, and she said she'd never use AI and ChatGPT. Now she's getting advice to help her out at an airport. She won't even go to a real human. She'll go to an artificial intelligence.
I tried to go to a human and they turned me away. All of them turned me away.
So you went to artificial intelligence.
Literally, everyone in Australia was asleep. Like no one was awake to talk to me. I needed to talk to someone, so I had to talk to ChatGPT.
I would answer at any time.
Yeah, but not just to hear a whinge about someone at the airport.
No, this is more than a whinge. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
I know what that's like. This has happened to me. I know this. I know this scenario. Not twice. Not yours is bad because it already happened to you, and then you're reliving it a week later. But yeah.
So I go on Twitter. I'm tweeting like crazy. I am absolutely dragging their names through mud. 2 minutes later, they're in my DMs on Twitter, American Airlines, like official account. And I said, I just find it so unbelievable that I can't talk to anyone. And, just full on Karen. And
wait, what did you put as your name? You didn't put like your real name with Grace Rothschild, did you? Is that why they DM'd you straight away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So, I explained the situation, and do you know what they reply to me?
What?
Grace, our hands are tied.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Not even Grace, a $20 food voucher at the airport? Not even a $20 food voucher?
Not even a food voucher at the airport.
Get yourself a Sanger?
Not even a bottle of water.
Oh my
nothing.
Gosh. What does that tell you? Don't fly any American airlines. They're all horrible.
Well, do not fly American Airlines. I'm warning you people out there. I'm in a war with them at the moment through their customer relations email bullshit submit form. And I wanted to come on your podcast, Sonny, to tell the listeners, never fly American Airlines.
Do you want me to put that as the title?
Yes.
Okay, that will be the title of the episode. Actually, can I add a side note to that? When I flew to LA for the first time with George and Jess, we're flying United Airlines. So not American, the one you went on, but same shit. And when we bought the tickets, 6 months in advance, got to the airport, all excited, first time going to America, blah blah blah. And then they're like, "Oh, just to let you know, the plane's over full, so." We're going to separate you from them. But we're like, but we bought our seats together. We want to sit next to each other. Like we bought this 6 months ago. Do you know what I mean? We don't be separated for a 24-hour flight. And then
Yeah.
they're like, and then like saying it nice and stuff. And this is at Sydney Airport. And then the American guy was like, turns to me. I wasn't even the one that was talking. It was Jeff. And turns to me and goes, "Sir, you're lucky you're even getting on this flight." And she's like, "I beg your pardon. Why is he lucky that he's getting on this flight when he's paid money the same as every single person on this flight? Why did you pick him out and say that for? That doesn't make sense." Like that. Like, and that's
Yeah.
what he said. I'm like, we haven't even gone on the plane and left Australia. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the worst airline. He's like pointing his finger at me saying, "You're lucky you're even getting on this flight." Like, I paid money. I'm paying your wages. Like,
Literally.
why are you turning this on me? You have a job because I'm buying a ticket to your airline. Like, don't turn like, you know, when you go into a clothes shop and they're like, they act as if they're better than you. I'm like,
Yes,
I'm
like
the
Pretty
one.
Woman.
Yeah, like Pretty Woman. I'm the one with money. You're the one who's working in retail. You're serving me. Why are you acting as if you're better than me, you fucking wanker? Like,
Yes.
yes.
Absolutely.
So I can relate to you. And look, have you ever heard anyone say American Airlines are good? They're known that they're bad.
Well, no, but I
Now you
didn't.
do. You look this you 30 seconds. I am at war with them.
I am at war with American Airlines. I want to take them down. I want to take them down.
You know who you should have flown with? You
Who?
should have flown with Singapore Airlines. That's who you should have flown with.
You can't get a flight from Barcelona to New York with Singapore
How do you
Airlines.
know? You just can't.
Because I was trying to rebook another flight with another airline because I was so angry at American Airlines that I was like, get me on another flight. And the only plane I could have gotten on was Iberia, except it was like 3,000 Australian dollars for an economy ticket. So I wasn't going to do that.
I did that post, the one I did of my mum at the airport about the photographer at the Singapore Airlines, but from
Oh,
TikTok,
like
but I put it on Instagram.
economy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it went viral this week, and it's had like 2.5 million views on my reel.
Oh, good for you.
Anyway, in the comments, everyone's going like, "Singapore Airlines is so good, Sonny. You should really try the suite." And I go, "What's like SUIT?" And I go, "What's a suite?" And they're like, it's the room that has the showers on the plane. I was like, "Bro, I haven't even been on Economy Plus yet. I'm just lucky to get." I'm just lucky to get on a flight. I'd be happy that I've just got money to get on a flight to go overseas for a ticket, and you're telling me to try the one with the shower
Try
room?
the suites
And I'm
first
like,
class.
and I'm writing back in the comments like, "I'm poor." Like, then it's like all laughing, and then so like everyone's like, and then it's so everyone's in the at to the comments because it's given that like Singapore Airlines 2.5 million views of this video. So like, give this guy a flight. Like,
Yes,
I
they
know,
should.
I
You've given them
know.
so much
So much
press.
TikTok 4 years ago, so much press. Remember, I was in Yahoo and Independent magazine, and
Yes,
now I'm putting it on
yes.
Instagram. Look after this thing.
Can you give me some tips how to get on Yahoo? Because as you know, I want to take American Airlines down. I
I
want to get media on
no,
this thing.
we should. Well, you know what? When this episode comes out, I reckon it will get some traction.
Anyway, that's my true tall tale. It's totally true.
Well, besides all that, lesson learned:
Yeah,
never
and
fly any American airline. That's just fact. We all know this. Like, like as you know, my favorite airline's Qantas. Yes, they are from like our air hostess are 100 years old. They're known for that, but that's quality. That is quality. They know
no,
what they're
no,
doing.
they've gone downhill too, Sonny.
But it's the only airline that's never had a crash. So for me, that's the safest.
No, they've had crashes.
No fatality. Have you not seen Rayman? Only fly Qantas, only flying Qantas. No fatality, no fatality. Can't even say the word. There was one word you couldn't say in the interview before. I forget what you were saying.
I think it was delayed
Yeah,
or something like
I was
that. I was like,
laughing.
"Ray." I think
She,
it's because I'm
Doray,
getting like my,
Doray.
I think I'm getting my like my PTSD about the
See, the
situation back, and I
trauma's
can't
coming back.
talk.
I know, I
Yes.
feel bad. No, I actually feel bad because I know what that's like. When I flew Jetstar from Melbourne to Sydney, we got into Sydney, but then there was a lightning and then the curfew, so the plane turned all the way back and went back to Melbourne. This was after the Shared
Yes.
House season 2 thing. I
Yes.
told you, and they put me in a place where where they find gold. So I was like an hour and a half away from Melbourne Airport, staying in a hotel, and
Yeah.
then we had to get a van and find our way back to the airport the following day. Oh, it was awful. So I know you're giving me PTSD, whatever that thing
Yeah.
is called.
We can't talk. Neither of us can
I
talk.
know. Well, thank you for sharing that. When this episode airs, I'll make sure that American Airlines hears this and you will get just
Yeah, the
something.
title should be "I'm at war with American
Yeah.
Airlines."
Oh, God, I don't want to be banned from the country. Can't do anything these days. Like,
Oh,
but
yeah, okay, fair enough.
no, I'll
Touchy
put it.
subject.
I'm at war with American. No, I
No,
won't say war because it's just too, like,
it's
war-y
too
from it.
aggressive.
Too aggressive. Like, they'll
Okay.
bloody fly over and shut me down. I'm scared. Like, America's
Yeah,
scary.
they'll take you off
I
Cameo.
know. True. It's my income. Um, well, thank you for coming on the show and coming on last week's show. And you're actually going to be on next week's show because I got one more story for you, but it won't go as long as I promise because I know we've been doing this for so long. But thank you for coming on. The listeners love that. So it's actually a really good story. And you know what? It was like therapy. I'm glad you vented that out, got it out of your
Thank
system.
you.
And
Thank you.
now the 628 listeners can listen to it and share it
Thank
amongst all
you.
their friends.
Share it. Share it to
Share it,
everyone you know.
share it. I hope you get something out of this. I hope, but like, what if they're like, "Oh, we're going to give you first class"? You wouldn't even want to go on the airline, and then you get first
No,
class.
what I'm angling, I want flight credit because then I can use it on, you know, how airlines have agreements.
Mm.
So, for example, I think Singapore Airlines is in agreement with them. So I could just book on Singapore
Oh,
Airlines with their
Sam, that's
credit.
my airline. I hope I get a ticket from them. I'm not even
Mm,
asking for a suite or first class. I just want one, even if it's
just
one
one
way.
ticket.
Even if it's one
Yeah.
way,
I'll find my way back.
I'll find my way back. Just give me one way, please. I've given you
You
so much, so
should.
much. All right,
Yeah.
listeners, tune in next week. We love you so much. We love you, Gracie.
Yay. Thanks for having
You're
me.
welcome anytime. Come back anytime, honestly.
I will.
Thank you.